this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this stylish Underburst corset dress. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button.
Are you still having issues in drafting your bustier pattern? Join us in our 3 days bustier class where we'll be teaching you how to draft different types of bustier. This class is just going for 1,500 naira only, and if you're also having issues on how to draft your basic corset pattern, you can also join us on our 5 days corset pattern where we'll be teaching you how to draft different types of corsets.
So to start, here is my pattern and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurement for this pattern, which includes my shoulder to bust line, my shoulder to under bust, my shoulder to waist, and my blouse length. So now I'm drafting this pattern for a beginner. So this pattern is an inbuilt underburst corset. So I'll be making it in two ways, an inbuilt underburst corset and a Basque corset, so that any method that works for her, she can easily work with it. Next, I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2 and add half. From there, I'll come down by 1 inch and I'll draw out my shoulder slope. Next step is to find your chest line. But before doing that, I'll just mark a basic neckline of 3 inches so that I will slant my pattern, the shoulder slants very well. Next, I'll be finding my chest line, which is also your armhole line. So to do that is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead to mark and go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus half. Now I'll place my ruler and I'm going to draw out a straight line. After I'm done marking this, I'm going to fold my tape into 2 and mark. Now I'll be coming in by ½ inch and I'll go ahead to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. After marking that, I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I'm going to connect from this armhole measurement from the midpoint of my armhole and to the shoulder parts. So the next step I'm going to take from here is to go ahead to outline my pattern, and before we go ahead to mark my dart. Mark your dart is your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now my nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches which I'll go ahead to mark. I'll connect this all the way to the blouse length. So my blouse length is actually 5 inches after the waistline. After this, I'll go ahead to mark my dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. Now, if you're a bit busty or you're on the plus size, consider using 1.5 inches on both sides of this pattern. Now, after you're done marking this, go ahead to connect from here all the way down and also connect from here to the lower part. After you're done connecting, go ahead to use your marker to outline. Next step is to decide where you want your pattern to start. I'm going to be marking 1.5 inches after my chest line. You can decide to use 2 inches, but for someone that is busty, please go ahead to use 2 inches or 2.5. Now I marked back my nipple to nipple divided by 2 and I connected. I'll go ahead to mark my dart intake of 1 inch on both sides and I'll place my ruler and I'll connect. And go ahead to connect at the other side of my pattern. After I'm done marking this, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline. So the next step is to insert my body measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Now this that I have on the chest line, that is what I will take and I will replace at the other side. Go ahead to add any sewing allowance of your choice. At the underbust, I'll mark my underbust circumference divided by 2, measure these 2 inches and add my sewing allowance. Now at the waistline, I want to snatch my waistline directly to make it easy. My waistline is 28 minus 2, I have 26. 26 divided by 4 will give me 6.3, which I marked, measured the dart intake, replaced and added my sewing allowance. Go ahead and mark my hip circumference divided by 4 here, measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. After that, I'll go ahead to place and connect back all the measurements I have. That is all the mark that I made, I'll connect it. I'll go ahead to use my marker and I will outline this to the end. And after I'm done outlining, I'm going to go ahead to come up by 2 inches by the side. This is if you want to make this an inbuilt corset, an inbuilt underbust corset. but for a beginner I'll be sharing a easy and suitable method, because if you're using this, you have to join your pattern, then make your skirt, place your skirt pattern on it, then cut out the basque waistline, so which might be difficult to join. So I'll be drafting out another method for this. Next, I'm marking my bust dart. So how to get your bust dart is measure your shoulder to waist in front. Whatever you get, measure your shoulder to waist at the back, then minus your shoulder to waist at the back from your shoulder to waist in front. Whatever you get is your bust dart. So my bust dart is 1.5 inches. So now for a beginner, you want to come in by your sewing allowance, then go in by the basque length you want, let's say 4 inches, because the basque is not too deep. Blend your pattern, then you connect by the waistline. So it's important to connect by the waistline because you want your waistline at the back and at the front to meet. From the shoulder, I'll come in by 3.5 inches, and I'll go ahead to connect, create like a little curve and extend this out like half inch after my dart. Now you want to decide how deep your neckline is, and what we have here is not so deep, so I'm coming down by 1 inch and I'll just connect. And after I'm done connecting, I'll connect to the other side of my pattern. I'll mark 0.3 or 0.5 here to take out any gaping at the yoke at the upper part, and I'll come in by 1 inch here, or you can use 1.5, and I'll connect to my underbust. So to get the effect we have at that pattern, here you'll be using a crepe and you'll be making your boning on it, then cover your crepe with your mesh, and you'll be joining the lower part as one piece before going ahead to join it to the upper part, that is the underbust corset part. So at this point, if you haven't yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment at the comment section. So if you want to make it as an inbuilt corset, you have to cut out from the lower part, but I'm making it as a basque because I'm cutting out this pattern for a beginner, so it's easier for the person to work with a basque waistline than an inbuilt corset. Next step is to mark out your back pattern, which I've already gone ahead to mark out my basic measurement, which includes my shoulder to bust, shoulder to waistline. Remember, our waistline for the front and the back pattern is not the same. I'm using 15.5 inch here because of the bust dart. Remember, our waist at the front is 17 and our waist at the back is 15.5. Now the next thing is to go ahead to mark your dart. So for my dart intake, I'm marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5, which I marked all the way to the lower part of my pattern. We also draw out a straight line to connect. Now I'll be marking half inch on both sides of my pattern, come down by 1 inch from the bust. I'll go ahead to connect on both sides of my pattern this way, and I will be extending it to the lower part. But before doing that, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline. And after I'm done outlining, the next step is to extend my dart to the lower part of the pattern, and I will be inserting my measurements right now. So I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and I'll add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4, and remember you're going to use that snatch waistline you used in front. If you're snatching your waistline, then I'll mark my dart intake that I took out and add my sewing allowance. Now, if you're not making this as an inbuilt, you'll be stopping at your waistline. So I'm also going to mark this for those that want to use this as an inbuilt corset. Here, I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add the sewing allowance. After this, I'll just go ahead and place my ruler, and I'm going to connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. So this is what I have, and after I'm done connecting, I'm going to go ahead to mark the same 3.5 inches I have here, place my ruler and connect. After I'm done connecting, I'll mark the same 0.3 or 0.5 here, and I will be marking that out. This is to avoid gaping at the yoke part of your dress. and I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. And after this, we'll be marking out the lacing area of this dress. I went down by 1/2 inch here, and I'll connect it to my chest line. This is to avoid my zipper popping up at this part of my pattern. And after that, I'll go ahead to use 2 inches for the lacing area of my pattern. Go ahead to draw out a straight line. After I'm done marking that, I'll just indicate that I have a lacing here. Now I'll go up by 2 inches and I'll connect. This is for someone that is using an inbuilt corset. If not, go ahead to mark your waistline. And after this, I'll just go ahead to cut my pattern. So while cutting my pattern, I'll be cutting it as if I'm working on an inbuilt corset, and also as if I'm cutting my basic back pattern. Now moving over to this pattern for the skirt part, I'm going to place my tape and I'm going to mark 7 inches to get my waistline, sorry, my hip point, and I will draw out a line on that part. Another line you need to get is your waist to knee. So I'll just be using this 15 inches as a point, as if it's my knee point, but that's not my actual knee measurement. Now, after this, I'll just go ahead and start inserting my measurements. Here, you're going to mark your waist circumference divided by 4. So if you snatched your waist, that waistline that you snatched is what you'll still be using on your skirt pattern, right? So remember, we took out 2 inches from our waist. So from that your new waist is what you use here, and add your sewing allowance. So after this, the next step you want to take is to go ahead to mark your hip circumference divided by 4 here, and I'll go ahead to mark and add your sewing allowance. After marking that, whatever you have on that point, before marking it at the knee point, come up by 2 inches, because you want to add a fitted effect at the lower part of your pattern. So after this, I'll just go ahead to minus about 2 inches from what I have on the hip measurement. Now if you don't want it to be too fitted, you can take out 1.5 inches. That is your hip circumference divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance. So let's say I'm making this dress and what I have is 11 inches. I took out 1.5 because I don't want it to be so tight, and I'll just go ahead to place my ruler to connect, and connect from that point to the lower part of my skirt. So at this point, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. So after this, what I'll do is to go ahead to add your zipper in front of this pattern. You use this pattern to cut out and then add your zipper to it. If you're sewing an inbuilt corset, you're going to sew a full skirt, then place your pattern on the skirt and draft out the basque waistline. If you're not sewing as an inbuilt corset, all you have to do is to go ahead and shape out the basque waistline on your skirts, and then also attach it to the upper part of your skirt to form the basque waistline.